So, Attack War on Atacama. Short distance here, best of 7 coming our way. Team random on the map pack. Not the shortest distance ever. Nice defensive goals here for Nicov. Let's take a look how they're opening. Both going for full eagles first, and then most likely we will see some champions. Hello, co-caster?
Hello, sorry, I'm trying to fix the sound here. I think we're fine. Yes, amazing, eagles.
Okay. Last Attack War we had a 2.5 hour game. I think that was yesterday, right? Broomstock against Land there. Completely out of gold. Game looks pretty laggy, I'm a bit surprised.
Same to me indeed. I'm not sure what it is.
And
oh boy.
Your microphone doesn't sound too pretty either.
My microphone?
Yes.
What is wrong with my microphone?
I don't know.
Still sounds bad or what?
Yeah, it's not pretty. Okay. But I don't know. It sounds a bit scratchy. So castle opening by Nicov, and yeah, they paused there for a small moment. Apparently Nicov paused, and now we are back into real live speed and game is rolling normally.
It should be TeamSpeak because the mic is completely fine on the stream.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Maybe we switch to Discord in between games and see if that's better. Okay. Okay, siege workshop up
5
now.
bells down each. Close.
Oh, the cast had 54 HP there. TaToH isn't going for the kill. The one in the center. He's going for the castle at the very right hand side, and that's spotted by Nicov. Interesting.
I'm wondering how much they will focus on the flanks compared to through the middle. I guess Aztecs don't really have good water units, so it doesn't make too much sense to completely control the pawns. But yeah, we'll see. Yes, they're a little bit slow on their onagers. Siege onagers will be very dominating here.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh, ground attacks of TaToH actually in his own back there. This could be a really campy one. Now monasteries at the front by Nicov. Interesting. Wants to convert those as O.
Cool. Nicov as well picked up a villager from TaToH in the back, trying to get town center. So you can see TaToH lost 10 vills, Nicov only 5. So opening definitely looking very close. TaToH has more population, so I guess he's getting more units out there, but I don't think population matters until you're... At this point, population doesn't really say much. Especially considering the civilizations and the way the game is being played out.
Yeah, tricky to attack into your opponent if he has the solid SO defense there. And as you can see, TaToH can have some easy losses there.
Big shots indeed, coming in both ways. He's going for Jaguars. TaToH has no Jaguars at the moment, so Nicov is going for the stronger on the composition, I would say. Which is also why he was behind the population, but right now he's 30 pop ahead and looking really good for Nicov, I must say. Okay,
I'm going to Discord, see you there, join whenever you can. Just too bad, sorry. Disconnected. And yeah, that was just, I don't know, I obviously couldn't take it as you saw, and we quickly need to switch there. Doesn't really make a lot of sense otherwise. Okay. Haven't lost for Viper. Okay, let's see, what did we miss? I think we didn't miss any big shots, right? It's still very campy here. Gold for TaToH at the front.
Hello.
And hello.
How is my sound, sir?
Wow. Bad as well.
Really?
Yeah. That's weird.
What are you doing here?
And I hear Debbie completely fine.
How is my microphone to you?
Oh yeah, something is weird.
Yeah, it's not only me.
It's like when you're talking, it's like cutting or something.
But it sounds completely fine to me. I mean, on the stream, I mean.
Okay.
On the stream it's apparently perfect.
Yeah,
so
on the
it's
stream
super
it's fine. It's just like when you're on voice channels.
Let me check.
Okay, kind of even population. Good that we did all the microphone testing beforehand. Thought you were trying to debate me.
Testing.
Not better.
That's weird.
Oh, good shots here for TaToH in the center. Oh, villagers going down, and TaToH, that's a solid 5-for-1 trade there in the SO.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Worse. Bad.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Alright, I do the casting. So
Okay. Debbie takes over. So what are your predictions, Debbie?
Green has more score.
Whoa.
Whoa!
So I would say green.
Sick. Oh, blue has more score.
So I would say blue.
Yeah, it's pretty even now.
Is my microphone still bad?
Yep.
Yes.
Why?
Okay. Sounds like solo casting, my man. Maybe we can fix something in between games, okay?
Let's try TeamSpeak again after this game.
Oh god, please shut up. No. I'm off. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, so I can focus the solo cast a bit now. Sorry for the issues there. So 40 more population for TaToH at the moment. Had the better SO trades. Gold count 600 to 1.2k. He has 3 relics against 1. Relic number 5 is picked up. I can't see it on the minimap. Now the first SOs here, but no conversion there. Pretty stable in the back here. Nicov getting some farmers up behind this as well. Ooh, solid connections. Now force the Jaguars to go back. Nicov sitting at only pop 130. Although he has a lot of resources, but not really getting those on the map. Go over at the left hand side isn't really happening. And guys, this game shouldn't take as long as the Roomstock game yesterday. As I said, 2.5 hour game there. But the wood, as we all know, very centered here. So the fight of that will be a bit earlier. And now we can see double SO shots at the top and at the left hand side here. As we can see, closing down on that, retreating at the right hand side, meaning those SO are getting sniped. Let's take a look, maybe even taking down those traps indeed. And now TaToH could go back here. No, wants to snag those SO behind this. Meanwhile, taking the fight over here, but eats the ground attacks there. I would say kind of even fights, more Jaguars going down, but now snags some SOs for himself. What is Nicov doing? He's just right-clicking this one back, loses all his SO on the way back. Oh god, this was so costly for him. And I think then TaToH is taking the better trade overall. Still gold pretty open. And that was a brutal loss there for Nicov. Now down to 400 gold. Yeah, some more traps and SO in the queue, but that was costly for sure. How do you get an advantage in that ad 6 war? It's a lot of SO micro. Nicov wants to go for some conversions in the center. Could go for some more traps, some go here. At the moment, the defense of TaToH, not that massive. Only has 47 military at the moment. Some eagles there at the top, maybe to snipe some Arbalest or SO. TaToH is just camping this one out. Nicov has 2 relics, so won't be the biggest relic win here. 3-2-2, but well, we still have massive amount of gold, so it shouldn't be a problem. Nicov, where's the extra gold? At the top here, so both of the players getting 1 extra gold. Conversion here, let's take a look. Is he getting the conversion against the SO? Yes, he does. But the reconversion there. Obviously, we have Heresy. Thanks for the gifted sub, Mr. Anonymous. So getting some more shots off against those traps, but only one volley at the moment. Let's take a look. Jaguar's moving forward. Can the SO get a shot off? Will get one, but still 2 traps alive. And TaToH, he is running out of defense here. A bit surprising to me. Has 135 villagers. Maybe a slight overboom. Loses his gold here. Now some more SOs out. Tricky spots. TaToH might lose this castle. Mentioned yesterday, we'll mention it today, mention it on multiple other streams as well. Aztec's castles, the easiest to kill without any upgrades on those, but SO shot is snacking those 2 traps, meaning that TaToH will survive there for now. Push over at the right hand side, won't really achieve too much either. Those eagles still idle. Whew. Yeah, the monks with 95 HP, surviving the shot from the SO. Only dealing... What? What is that? 9? I don't know. 76 damage they should deal. I'm a bit surprised. Nicov needs to split the SO and traps. Yeah, would certainly help him. TaToH advances at the right hand side, but no siege to follow it up. Some engagement here at the left hand side. It's pretty much a triple pronged attack. Left hand side a bit, center the one that we are seeing the most. Right hand side some advantages for TaToH, but at the moment no siege to follow that up. TaToH will lose that castle. I think this looks pretty good for Nicov. Both players strong contenders to make it into the top 8. Looking at their performance so far in the tournament and in rated games. Nicov playing really well there. TaToH an absolute beast, as we know. Won the last deathmatch 2v2 tournament. And now, as you can see, he's splitting his SO. 2 at the front, and now sending some army at the top there. SOs are getting sniped. Traps are all surviving. Another SO dies there after getting 1 kill. 2 more traps to the front, and TaToH is dropping down to pop 170. Jaguar numbers are looking better for Nicov as well here in the center. No Arbalest behind this, and TaToH, I think he needs to send his army over. He is under some pressure in the center. Another castle could easily fall here. 3 traps working away, make that 2 traps. Another castle behind this, and TaToH, no repair on that one. Drops down to 5 castles, might go down to 4 pretty soon. Another trap goes down, and that's a solid attack by Nicov. TaToH in some problems. 9 for the projectile number. Oh, we don't have a 1 behind this. I don't know. And Nicov, as you can see, he's sending everything through the center. Nothing at the top except some villagers and 1 SO. Left hand side is only 1 single trap. And he's continuing with the push here. Only 2 traps at the moment. Let's take a look. Would love to see some more production here. And more villagers sent to the front as well. To just claim those gold spots. Would be something lovely. Eagles are coming over, but dying there. Another trap is going down. Nicov, how is he playing this? Oh, TaToH with a heavy loss there in the center. Those were some Jaguars going down. And I honestly feel like some Arbalest for Nicov wouldn't be too bad against incoming Jaguars, but for now he's doing a good job of just holding this. More traps from him. Goes for archery ranges behind this. Lovely move. Right hand side stalemate. Left hand side stalemate. Just the attack through the center. Castle count 10 to 5. Both out microing with the SO. Trades 1 for 1 at the other side. Nice ground attack there. 2 for 1 at the moment. 3 for 2. A bit better for TaToH. In general, nice play by him. Jaguars are now moving forward. Skirmishers behind this and some Arbalest. Nicov indeed is going for the gold. 1 or 2 mud traps, something I would love to see, but Nicov at the limit with the resources. TaToH has more in the bank there, having more villagers for such a long time. Trap might go down. Let's take a look into the repair, and whoa, be in time because 1 shot is missing. TaToH lost a lot of his start base here. Push at the right hand side, not really happening. Also won't really do too much against 1 SO and the Jaguars sitting there. Oh, TaToH's going for the sneaky move here. Hello. 2 Jaguars are moving over, eating a lot of damage from the opponent's Jaguars as well. And I think the SO will survive. Or will it get into the castle? Yep. Falls there. Onto more gold. Scorpion now. That has to be a misclick. 2 traps, relics are positioned here. Tricky move, and well, the SO will get a good connection. 1 trap down, make that 2 traps down. Repair won't be in time, and well, won't even trade that SO away. Nice sneaky move there by TaToH. No monks, no SO at the moment is the problem for Nicov, who maybe should send some more villagers here at the front gold. Something I would love to see, but well, those SOs should always get good connections against the villagers. TaToH now the one pushing back, while we have some shenanigans going over at the top. Nice move here. And suddenly down to 10 to 4 castles. And some of them already in danger and low HP. Nicov is playing this really nicely. Very methodical. Seed 8 against 9. No, that's not true. TaToH was seed 8. Nicov was seed number 24. And beat seed number 9. Quendy Rage. And yeah, this is Gold League. Now some ramps, some resources sold. SO. Where is he shooting? Nowhere. Dies to the castle there. Kind of a sloppy move by TaToH. Untypical by him for sure. More ramps moving forward now, but dying against the Jaguars. Tricky to call this one. So many skirmishers active now. The unit of choice for both players, since we are out of gold. Relic count 3 for TaToH, 2 for Nicov. Getting some more of the gold is Nicov here, and he's pushing that right hand side. Stays annoying at the left hand side as well. Lovely play by Nicov. Really impressed by him. And oh boy, did he improve in the late game after NAC2, guys. He was, yeah, probably the most throwing player in NAC2 there, and really worked on his macro and Imperial Age, and is now delivering way better games. 60 military for him. More scums behind this. TaToH is going for a bit bigger mix. Rams, skirms, pikeman, champion, and is now pushing this back. Nicov out of golds. How are his farmers looking? He has only 36 farmers compared to TaToH's 67 there. That's why he's so low and sometimes cannot produce, and is now getting pushed back here. TaToH now reclaims his main gold, pushed forward with some traps. It just feels like Nicov didn't have enough farmers to keep his production rolling. TaToH could also sell some of his food. Wood is getting very minimal, guys. 70k only, so 2-hour game. I would say pretty unlikely. I think we will run out of wood before that, especially the good one in the center. More ram goes. Nicov. He might actually die to this first attack, honestly. It's still only skirmishers against a solid mix of army there. And TaToH, he queues up some eagles, and eagles will just wreck Nicov here quite easily. SO short against the skirmishers. That's a good way to come back and stop one aggression at the right hand side, or actually come back. That's the wrong term, right? Because TaToH is pushing quite nicely here. Ram's now going in to get the SO. SO dies to the skirmishers though. Monastery now exposed here at the front, and TaToH maybe just focusing down the monastery might be a solid option. Goes on it with the ram. SO connection against the skirmisher. Probably not a questionable choice. Oh, gets the connection there. Nicov, the master of lumber camps, goes for it again. Well, what is TaToH attacking? Okay, the TC first. The monastery at only 1k HP. Go at the right hand side. Well, TaToH is losing some stuff, but goes for the eagles for the defense. TaToH gets the 2 relics for PGG. He doesn't even need to get them, right? He just needs to ungarrison them. 3 against 0 relics is kind of over as well. Thing is Nicov building a monastery somewhere else? Not really, and now they are exposed. Are there any monks around? TaToH has 2 monks in the field. Would be interesting if he sends those over. I don't really see them securing the relics though. Nicov is now building another monastery in the back. Does not have enough gold to build a monk though. Now sells some food, queues up 1 monk. Eagles are coming through the center. Let's take a look. SO shots, can they connect? Champions with solid numbers now moving forward. I think TaToH might just roll over this. Look at that. Pop 200 basically for TaToH. It's 190, I know, against 160 of Nicov, but champions are just so much better. And well, the monk is now coming out, could easily get sniped there. TaToH so active, he's looking at his skirmishes at the moment, so might just go for the kill. More siege workshops here. TaToH, he's not sending his monks, is he? He's sending 1 monk to the front. Obviously 4 against 1 would be the end, especially if you're already pushing. Now get some kills against all those castles. And Nicov, his monk in the back, still alive here, now goes for it again. Jaguars are moving forward, and maybe TaToH learned a lot from the series, watching that yesterday, and how to play this one with all the skirmishes. Monk at the front, should die, won't even touch the relic, and Nicov has to call the GG. 50-minute game here, solid performance by TaToH. Wow, how did he hold the center? It's simply because Nicov ran out of steam there, I have to say. Didn't have the eco behind it, probably not enough farmers, and then couldn't go for the masses. Traps and SO so clumped up and really ate the big shots of TaToH over and over again, and therefore ran out of gold. Maybe a bit earlier, although he should have gotten more gold with the control over there. Solid game by both of them. Oops, what did I pressed the completely wrong scene. Ay. GG, game number 1. Now the home map of Mr. Nicov together with his home civilization. I can update the scoreboard and we will see if TeamSpeak will be better with the snake, but honestly, I kind of doubt it. TaToH leading 1-0. We are joining TeamSpeak. Probably TeamSpeak.
Connected.
And MBL 123. Okay. Oh, sugar water for myself. Just need SO Nicov. Good that people are around and always giving hints to the top 10 players in the world. The Ram skirm push was just fire. Something we don't see too often, right? We need a special DM tournament for that to happen. Speculate started. We will jump into game number 2 pretty soon. Ah! Tripped over a cable on the way over. Oi. How would they be top 10 without people giving them hints? Probably. Probably, yeah.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello.
How do I sound?
Not good.
What the hell, man?
And then the sound is bad as well.
Alright, you guys Ripperino.
Ripperino.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.
Should I have lied to him? Is Discord TeamSpeak using his camera mic? I don't think that was it. I think it did sound like the bitrate was wrong. Sounds like it's clipping? Nah, no. Clipping is something else. Clipping is if you get into the too loud area, right? Oh, no sugar water for me. We're jumping into game number 2. And that is going to be a very, very aggressive one. It will be Hunt's War on Prairie. So we have quadruple stable opening, double barracks, TaToH behind this, 5 stable, 5 barracks, and 6 archery ranges. The first 2 hussars are coming in. As you all know, completely flat map here. And well, let's take a look. First snipe here. Nicov with a good opening. Should get that. Oh no, it's on stand ground. The hussar's on stand ground. Oh no. He could have easily snagged the second one there. And oh, what a mistake by Nicov. Did have such a good start. Yeah, it feels like Franfo colors might be a bit better, right? Let's play Nicov blue, TaToH red. And yeah, I was a bit annoyed by that in the game before as well. And yeah, but no one complained. Now the first one. Ah, that was a mistake by Nicov. Still 1 villager kill against none. Has some more military because of that. More villagers now at the top. And what's the opening behind it? 4 barracks, 7 archer ranges, 4 stables. TaToH now expanding towards his gold at the side, not trying to secure the gold at the front. Goes for the back gold. Before that, relics, kind of even in the center. Top center of the map. Won't be that fought for. Nicov, what? Nicov killed 5 more wilds? What did I miss? Okay, good that you are here, chat, and telling me. So, TaToH going down to 7 villagers, and how did that happen? The second wave of paladins had to be so strong, while I was trying to look at the rate of TaToH that completely did nothing. And that's a good start, I think. TaToH might be in some problems here when it comes to production, when it comes to developing a solid build here. Nicov with the gold at the front, but he's not really punishing. Airbud, thanks for 3 months. Chat is top 10 casters, indeed. Okay, now some beautiful raids here. Nicov is playing this quite nicely. 10 population ahead, now needs to make the go. Goes for the market behind this. Price is completely untouched. Don't get fooled by this. This is without guilds. Next CA version will have guilds for us. So we can still sell for 85 wood and 85 food. Now some ramps at the front as well. Nicov, 10 population advantage and now sold some food. Should also sell some wood in my opinion. And is now selling some wood. Nice CA go from TaToH now to return the favor. Not the biggest villager production so far. And now we have the big clash in the center here. Army value should be better. Indeed for Nicov. He has 50 more army at this screen. TaToH needs to retreat here. So much army in the back. Isn't really fighting with all the stuff. Look at all those idle units. Maybe the wrong waypoint. And Nicov, this looking so good for him. Might he just run over TaToH here? Uh-oh. This looks pretty good. Rams now to the front. TaToH though with the 3 castle defense. Let's take a look what he can make happen. The defense has to be good. Goes for some Tarkans now as the change. Although Nicov still has a solid amount of halberdier and paladin numbers behind this. Now some traps added as well. Nicov is going for the kill, guys. This could be a quick one. Ashley has to be pretty happy in the back. Nice patrol here of all, or control of all the relics. Behind this, no one really picked one off. And Nicov is getting pushed back, although he has basically 40 pop lead. Maybe tries to take the other angle. More traps moving forward. And well, maybe if he attacks from over here, he only fights into 2 castles instead of if he pushes from here, fighting into 3 castles. That's still the main gold spot here of TaToH. CA at the top. The army of Nicov a bit idle, needs to take care of that. But, well, there are raids happening in the back and over here. So it is tricky to always keep your army fighting at all times. But this is one of the most important things in DM. Nice move around here from Nicov indeed. Resources at the limit for when it comes to gold for both players. Both with similar wood and food here. Queuing up massive amount of villagers behind this. Castle will fall. TaToH is going for yet another castle. But that's all to protect his main gold spot. In the very long run, he might get raided then. Because he won't have the good castles for the defense. Let's take a look. Next engagement for Nicov. So many CA by him. Look at that. 70 CA and some more in production. Paladin numbers better for him as well. TaToH without a single paladin. And Nicov basically maxed out against 140. Still active here at the left hand side. Small misclick there with the monk. But military count 136 to 84. The pushing continues. Nicov very active with the straps. Now killed some of the siege workshops. Can he snipe the monk? Yes, he can. Raid at the top stopped as well. And Nicov with a massive army and a great control. I love how he is playing this. TaToH with a bit of a better eco behind this is setting up some farms.
Nelly, he never love.
My personal favorite. Hey yo. Tarkans won't do too much either. Trap might die. But it looks like Nicov is simply not having enough siege here. Now goes for some more rams, some more villagers, some more CAs. Controls that area now. 1 relic for TaToH. Can he maybe make this a very long game and play it with more relics? He's now reclaiming his main gold spot quite nicely. Extra gold spot at the left hand side, untaken so far. The other extra gold spot is this one. So very close for Nicov actually to his base. Nicov needs to add something else than CA. Needs some answer to the potential mass Tarkans of TaToH. As you can see, the CA not doing a lot of damage. Tarkan just running through there. Next raid coming over. Another castle. Nicov is getting the map control quite nicely. Trap uncontested. TaToH needs to invest a lot of stone into repairing. And that has to be his stone spot most likely. Yep. And another one. Oh, actually, no, that's Nikov's? Am I confused? TaToH has 2 stone spots here. Do we have 3 stone spots on this map and I never knew? Okay, maybe there's a neutral stone spot and that's the one. I'm confused. Sorry, guys. Nicov doubled the army value indeed. Also doubled the army numbers. So it makes a lot of sense. Trap is getting repaired. Nicov, if he just had some more traps and was using his army here to protect his rams, just lets the rams die. Or does he? No, the rams actually get the trap. Now the raid here at the side might snag some of the villagers. TaToH moving over here, but shouldn't really get too much done. Tarkan's instantly seeing that, and that will be a solid raid. Speaking of solid raids, something in the top is happening here, and Nicov is not seeing that at all. Fight in the center, just too important and taking away from his focus. 1 paladin to defend this should be enough, honestly. Lots of villagers dying here and another castle. Nicov maybe wants to starve TaToH on wood here. A villager repairing that trap, allowing Nicov to be unpunished. Though he kept not the best protection around the trap there. Nicov now going full paladins here. Love that. Something we absolutely need against all the Rams and Tarkans. Let's take a look. CA trying to snipe that trap. Do we have the repair? Yes, it's coming. And TaToH will get the kill, but loses quite some CA and all his Tarkans. Might have been even a better trade for Nicov, but he's losing some aggression with that. TaToH. Uh-oh. Something we have seen quite often in this tournament now. Might be starved for wood. Regicide DM. This target might be such a roller coaster. We actually thought about adding Regicide to the tournament, but we already have so many new formats and so many changes for the DMers here. We didn't need to go too crazy. TaToH has 3 relics, and Nicov none so far, right? Has one over here. Don't really know where the 4th relic is. Some villagers will be killed at the top. TaToH sitting at 130, so won't be the worst thing for him. He is stabilizing. Nicov always with only 1 trap. I think if you try to go for the sneak attack and try to get something done, you have to take 3 traps. Oh, look at that, the Ramgo. He could just kill everything. TaToH has nothing there. Look at the army of TaToH. Everything at the left-hand side. He's trying to clear those up. But, uh-oh, Nicov sees that. And now he is moving in. And Paladins, those will be some villager kills for sure. Just move in with the Rams and you can kill all the villagers there. TaToH, 130 at the moment. Lost 28 in this game. But this could get way higher here. Some at the right-hand side. And that push, yeah, it gets the castle most likely. Or will it? Oh, the debate by Nicov, did you see? He's running away with 1 Tarkan, but the Halberdiers were around to clear this one up regardless. Rams only now coming in quite late, but still in time. And that push will be tricky to be stopped by Mr. TaToH. TaToH expanding towards the center. Could be a lot of villager kills against him as well. Look at that. Those CA need actually 2 volleys to kill a Tarkan. Uh-oh. Castle might actually survive here. That shot went far away. Let's take a look. Is that a connection? Looks like... Oh, Halberdier down. Now the Tarkans are moving in. And Trap survives. Tarkans, can they get the connection? Can they get the kill here? It looks like yes, they can. The Trap shot finishes it off. And... well, still 2 traps around. And Nicov, he's getting the castle count quite nice and low. 7 castles for him, 3 only for TaToH. And look at the production tab. CA, Paladin, Hussar, Tarkans, Traps, Rams, everything, you name it. Nicov has it on the tab. And TaToH on the other side. Well, some villagers, and that's an open castle. I think that's not the most clever one. That one has to die quite quickly. I would be surprised if TaToH survives with that castle. Yeah, it will go up, but how do you stop a Ramgo? How do you stop 2 traps from over here or something? That castle won't live for long, guys. Great game by Nicov for sure. Maybe we should now focus on trying to get as much gold out of those extra gold spots. That you see, pretty peaceful. Relic count 3 to 1. I'm still a bit surprised. Where's the last relic? It is picked up. So someone maybe misclicked there. Sorry for the fast scrolling. Okay, I don't know. Okay, Ramgo, as I said, impossible to stop there. Yeah, he's losing some villagers against that, trying to defend, but that won't really happen there. If we think about a solid defense, and the castle even of TaToH is dying there. Yeah, the castle will die at the other side as well. And well, the push over at the front was not stopped. Oh boy, what a strong game by Nicov. Did get so many villagers, then had the aggression and really methodical push. Very active with the traps. Trap numbers could have been a bit higher if you ask me, but did get all the kills there. TaToH had some problems securing his main gold spot. Did go for the back golds behind this, but that was it. in the long run. No real wood control, but solid play for sure by Nicov. Okay, how many monks do we have? 3. So maybe TaToH? Okay, I will try to find the monk. Oh, here. Ah, here! There's the 4th relic. TaToH just clicked it to his TC. Could have had 4, and the monk didn't move. I didn't see him either, guys. This will be a good series. Indeed, that's what I promised. And so far, they are delivering. Nicov winning his home map and civilization, making it 1-1. But after this, TaToH will come up with something. The cars in the center survived before he resigned. Nearly no game knowledge. Where's Waldo Monk Edition? Somewhat, right? Is DM played on water maps? We had water maps in Legacy Cup 1 and 2, but those weren't entertaining. It's just 120 galleons against 120 galleons. We had draws not quite often, but sometimes draws. Very stalemate game. Hey, MBL! And yeah, most of the time was decided who had more wood in their island. So we decided against any water maps. We had some tries of other water maps, but yeah. We had dunes on this map, yeah, on this tournament. I, for example, played it against Clemensor. Hybrid maps are better. Well, we have Sand Maze. We were thinking about Mediterranean. And we had Land Bridge, tested that, but it was kind of unfair. So we got rid of that. It's so very land-based, but we try to still get a solid mix. Someone asking in the chat, can we place bets on who wins? And Demiser said, yes, you can. You can bet Memburos. Okay, and if you like action, I will have a good one coming up for you. This looks like Gold Rush to me, and this looks like Goth to me as well. So we will see a lot of infantry spam, and oh boy, TaToH with the 7 barracks opening. Guys, let me tell you, that's not a thing. That's too many barracks, and yeah, MBL, you only have 2 months and 3 weeks left to get mod again. No, it didn't get. No, it's only behavior on stream. Oh, actually, yeah, on my stream and my chat. You can misbehave on your chat. That doesn't affect your mod status over here. Can you change color? Oh, my bad. Bam. Here we go. Heyo, Luca. Hope you had a wonderful time with Klavskis. And now we see the first kills here. It is pretty much impossible to protect your villagers against all those Huskar raids. Let's take a look. Nicov actually has kind of a shielding wood line in front of himself here. Now goes for some siege workshops. We have 6 barracks for Nicov as well, so quite high numbers there. First villager raid at that side. Now some Huskars at the top. Should get some killed as well. Left hand side villagers uncontested so far, and those villagers aren't dying. Nicov a bit of a misclick, but TaToH gets kill number 2. There, massive amount of idle villagers for Nicov at the moment. As you can see, has 6 of those idle. Now 4 idle, and no one getting castles up in the center. TaToH getting 1 castle at the front. Only now goes for the siege workshop, so it's pretty late there for the first engagement. As we can see, 5 scorpions against none at the moment. Last map here also had the shielding wood. Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's take a look. Huskarls now shouldn't take the greatest fight against the champions, but are a bit better against the Scorpions, sniping those villagers at the front. TaToH 4 villager kills. Nicov only got 1 kill so far. Both with very similar military numbers here, and the big clash will now happen pretty soon. Scorpion counts, let's compare them again. 11 to 2, but Nicov, he's not really... Look at that! Has 4 siege workshops, but not really using them. Makes me a bit angry, honestly. Look at that, only 1 Scorpion in production against that amount of champions. Hi. Huskar spam because they walk faster, and that's why they're better for raiding to begin with. But in the end, more expensive. But they're also better against Scorpions. And that's a pretty bad start here to begin with for TaToH. More especially for Nicov. And those are way better numbers. Did TaToH send some army somewhere? Okay, some sneak here, some shenanigans there. And Nicov, I think this is the better army for him for sure. Has 50 more military and way more Scorpions to deal the damage. Is debating TaToH into all his Scorpions. And now, this looks pretty good for him. Remember, this is TaToH's home map. And home civilization. And now he's behind by 50. Pretty brutal KD indeed. Nicov has 100 more kills. Oh man. TaToH, kind of a sloppy opening, if you ask me. Not really. Simply too many barracks. Too few siege workshops. But well, he can come back. Thing is, come back on Gold Rush is not that easy. Bombard cannons now by Nicov as well. That's a pretty solid game by Nicov. Honestly, I'm impressed how he is playing this Deathmatch World Cup number 2 here. And yeah, if he isn't suiciding his Bombard cannons there, I'm even more impressed. Scorpions now in some problems. Scorpion numbers for TaToH nice and high, but facing a lot of Huskarls that are now trying to go in there. Let's take a look. They're dying before they can actually get to the Scorpions, but good Bombard cannon shots there from behind. Let's take a look. Can Nicov micro bit more? Yes, he can. And some Scorpions are dying there at the top, but both kind of reset. TaToH now completely out of food. Nicov still has some. Let's take a look. Farm count non-existent for Nicov. TaToH already has stuff set up, so he can go for it afterwards a bit better. Nicov had only 25 villagers. What? TaToH has triple the villagers. So yeah, it's looking good for Nicov in the center push. But if TaToH holds this one, he still has control over his normal gold spots. Uh-oh, Nicov might run out of villagers and therefore out of resources. Okay. But now a nice raid from Nicov here might get that done. But instant reaction by TaToH. This guy is so aware of stuff happening. And, well, now picks up 1 relic. Forward castle is going down. TaToH, no chance of getting onto gold at the moment. TaToH, no food at all at the moment, as you can see. No more army queued up by him. Tries to make some wonders happen with his Bombard cannons. Honestly, I feel he might be the best Bombard cannon player in the world. But if you lose all your Bombard cannons and Scorpions against that amount of Huskarls, it won't matter anymore. Traps are going down. Nicov even with a misclick here, if I saw that correctly. And is going back. I think he could have gone for the kill there, but isn't going for it. Wants to go for the raid. TaToH, let's just look quickly at the farm count here. 33 farms only for TaToH. That looks like a bit more, honestly. Okay, maybe some idols here. And, well, Nicov behind this is sitting at 5 farms. TaToH now at 40 farms. Uh-oh, big engagement through the center, both with similar populations. Scorpions are doing a beautiful job on that hill. Bombard cannon amounts are pretty sick for both players. Nicov with a dance there, but 5 Bombard cannons against 1. He still can't get the kill. TaToH is such a beast with Bombard cannon micro. But will it be enough? Honestly, he will lose that castle once the traps are coming over. But TaToH, he can now produce champions, Huskarls again, because he has some food income. as you can see, is getting 900 food per minute, while Nicov is getting nothing. 40 farmers to only 10. Nikov's eco in the back. Pretty underwhelming. Uh-oh, sneaky barracks behind this as well. And so much army by Nicov. Just think about it. If he had it in the center, he could maybe even finish the game. Losing some of his traps here is Nicov. What an intense one. Goth War. So beautiful. Another castle. Bombard cannons. Nicov stays active. Can he do something against TaToH? He gets the double kill here and is now retreating. Whew. So intense. The traps aren't shooting. Well, they killed the castle in front. And then we're out of range for the next castle. Oh, that Fudica is so exposed. Some Huskarls here can do some solid stuff. For sure. Huskarls now moving in. Traps are dying. Castle is somewhat helping out. Huskarls now are all dead though. Uh-oh, the move in here, but that's not a lot of champions, mainly Huskarls. You don't want to use those against the castle, more against the villagers and the raid, but Nicov is thinking better of it. Is going back, will lose a trap at the front though. Uh-oh, TaToH's eco is kicking in and he's pushing with the Huskarls. TaToH with such a nice setup there with the early farms. Lovely, lovely play and... well... let's take a look. Can we get the snipe on those traps? 4 traps are moving back. Are all dying if Nicov commits, but he will lose all his Huskarls. I think from now he needs to commit, but might not even get the kills. Look at that. Not a single trap died so far. All of them surviving, and the Huskarls are chasing down. TaToH even jumping into the TC with the villagers. Tries to go for some repairs. This is the biggest chase ever, and wow. What a sick save by TaToH, and look at how he is still preparing them. Ole, indeed. The perfect word for that, and now returning the favor. Traps are killing the scorpions here. TaToH with a sick move, saving all his traps there. Obviously 3 castles were helping out and he was quick with the Huskar production. But honestly, I felt like some traps needed to die there. Relic count, not important guys, but as you can see, bottom right is telling you 2 to 1. Uh-oh, Bombard cannon dies. Nicov now with 110 villagers himself has 44 farmers against the 57 of TaToH, but has also 40 villagers on gold, something that we can't say for TaToH. I think he might run out of gold pretty soon. Only has 300 in the bank, some gold at the top here, at the front here. And let's take a look. That's 800 left and that's 500 left. TaToH will run out of gold pretty soon. I think this might be Nikov's game. Uh-oh, and now the spam here at the side. 2 barracks, as you can see. There's no answer by Nicov at the moment. TaToH leads in population. Bombard cannon doing some beautiful work against those traps. Oh god! It's tricky to call. It is completely out of gold, TaToH, pretty soon. Nicov will lose some villagers here when it comes to food, but no, he stopped it. I think this is Nikov's game. Whew. I hear more traps finishing as well. Going to the front. Getting that castle. TaToH down to 600 stone there for the repair. Those raids are stopped. Around 20 idle villagers for both players. Obviously impossible to have none in this situation. Oh, now the big move in here against all the traps. Bombard cannon of TaToH active behind this as well. Traps 1, 2, 3 and 4 all going down. What a nice snipe by TaToH, buying himself some more time. But he doesn't need time. At the moment he needs to gain some more control. Sogom, thanks. Nicov has handcard, let's check. Yes, Nicov has handcard. Research that. Still one relic over here. Both having 2. One in the center though by Nicov. Oof. $500 gold left here. TaToH will run out of it pretty soon, and there's so much gold left here, as you can see. Roughly 36k left for Nicov to mine there. And how can TaToH come back into this one? Loses another trap. That's 200 gold he won't get back. Goes for more champions, goes for more bombard cannon. But is that the way to get back to all his control? Don't really see it. Bombard cannons moving forward. Nicov kind of not the fan anymore of the idea of getting too many traps sniped. Drunk Girls using the September 50% cost reduction for first time subscribers. Clever boy or grill. Gem trade on the right hand side looks a bit like trade. Yeah, when they spammed into each other. 3 relics now for Nicov. Very spread around. Uh-oh, what are the next step for TaToH? Let's take a look at market prices. Stone quite high, but TaToH only has 300 stone. Food and wood at the bottom. $100 military against 55. TaToH having problems getting onto pop limits. So many maps with all the gold in the middle. Well, 2. Golden Pit and Gold Rush. But yeah, I know that that was his critics for NAC1 as well. Because there we had, I think, Gold Rush, Golden Hill, and something else. Ah, El Dorado. Indeed. So we had 3 there. Okay, next spam from the left-hand side. Goes for some Huskarls. Maybe wants to flank this army. Still have massive amount of army here at the right-hand side for Nicov. Needs to send that one into here. Let's take a look. The traps, can they get sniped? Tries to run into the castle. It's no repair here. Most of his infantry is at the top, but numbers too small for TaToH. Nicov will defend this. TaToH is dropping down to pop 160. This is looking good for Nicov. Where is this guy coming from, guys? Did get seed 24, did beat seed number 9, and is now on a good way to lead 2-1 against seed number 8. And, well, that's just lovely for him and all the South American DM fans. Ah, he's from Argentina. Okay, okay. Okay, now the push in here with the traps. Let's take a look. Goes for the castle in the back now. Or does he? Bombard cannons kind of exposed in the back. 1 down. And, well, we'll save at least 1. TaToH dropping down to 440, traps are moving forward, and TaToH, as you can see, only the relic income at the moment. Very dominant game there, TaToH. I think that was the wrong build-up by him. And then sometimes it takes another 33 minutes in the end to finish the game. Quite a solid performance by Nicov regardless though, and well, took the better fights with the Scorpions there. The nice debate, and at one point it was 190 kills to 90 kills. Pretty solid stuff. Now the rage there at the top, and TaToH couldn't do much from there. KD overall now 1k to 750. Solid stuff by Nicov for sure. Leading 2-1 now, and then we go into Frank's War GA. What should he have done differently at the start? Less barracks, more siege workshops. TaToH pays too much attention to economy. Absolutely disagree. After that horrible start, that was the only way coming back into the game. So I think going that massive eco was actually very good. If you had to go back and reseed Nicov now, do you think he would be top 10, top 16? No. If I go back, I still didn't know how good he would be and how much he would train. Plus, it's not only me, right? Doing the seeing. Let's take a look. What did I give him? Nicov. Where is he? Winchester. Huh? Ah, Nicov. It was... I don't want to say who gave him what seat, but we had 4 people giving him seats. 30, 30, 18 and 16. So there were 2 people giving him way better seats and 2 people giving him slightly worse seats. So in the end he ended up at 24. Four people giving him seats. Yeah, he was like a farm. $24. But in the end, you could compare the result with your seeding and to see who actually knows what's up. Yeah, MBL had seed 13. That was really poorly done by us.
Give me your extra resources.
Tim
Have a
C.
Bud Light. This DM stuff is exhausting.
No Bud Lights! Every single time! Ugh. I actually once in Vegas was so happy to see Budweiser on the menu. And I was like, yeah! No Bud or Bud Light, but finally Budweiser. And then I drank the first sip of water. And I was like, ah. It's not the Czech Budweiser. It is the American Budweiser. And then I was older. Budweiser. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did that. Viper beat Jordan? Yeah, everyone was surprised by that. It was a very hard fought series though. Go on YouTube and I think it's like 3.5 hour series. Although it's 4-0, but it didn't reflect the skill difference at all. Nidhi is only drinking Czech beer, it seems, also only Pilsner on NSC2. Well, I also was drinking some other stuff. Tim C, thanks though for the $20, my man. Yeah, Czech beer are my favorites for sure. Let's talk about world hunger again. I don't want to get my channel banned again. Are they messaging me or something? Not yet. 3-minute delay. So it might be you can pause at 3:10. Okay, so TaToH apparently has a bug gold. They paused at 2.5 minutes, but speculate is 3 minutes, so we didn't get into the game. They will now pause at 3:10. I will take a look at the gold spot. TaToH is requesting an admin restart, and it looks like he might get one, right? Let's take a look. The rules, I think you need to access it from 5 different sites or something is what the rules say. And game settings. I don't know. Okay, bugged. We are jumping into Lololop. Okay, that all looks good. And that's bugged gold for my definition. So, yeah, bugged. Admin restart. Yeah, this is clearly bugged. Can't really access his main gold spot properly in a Frank war. Yeah, don't really need to talk about this. What do we have? Okay, 4 stable opening, 4 barracks, and on the other side, more stables for Nicov. So he will play it more aggressively. There's one paladin patrolling. And yeah, we can just jump out of this. They won't play this one. Berries and Frank were more important? Maybe. Very important. Who's the code? Never heard of him. Exclamation mark players will tell you something about the players. He is a deathmatch legend. In the old days, his most known nick was Interdimension. Nectario, did you actually watch the stream? Or did you just write here? Yeah, he messaged me, I looked at the map, I gave admin restart. Admin main gold of TaToH. DM legend? Yes. Not legend, the DMer. Oh god. And now we have Lidakor in the game room and blocking the room. He can't be spec kicked. Oh, okay, now he's back. Everyone had to have spec delay to prevent cheating. Homos erectus. Ah, yeah. Prize pool is $2,000 plus. I heard from at least 2 people that wanted to donate into the prize pool as well. If you want to donate, just tell me and we can increase the prize pool. At the moment it's a spread of percentages. Boy. How are you streaming so much every day? Okay, so it works this way. I get up out of bed, sit here, open a program that's called OBS 23.1.0, 64-bit Windows, and then I have a button start streaming. And then magic happens. And then I go to bed and do the same thing next day. I'm probably gonna get a smart answer, lol. But when is your games? Saturday or Sunday evening. I want to play Saturday evening. He wants to play Sunday evening. I think it might be very shortly scheduled because he... Oh god, I don't even know the word for it. Like, needs to wait and see if he needs to work on Saturday. So like he needs to be prepared, stay active, or he's on call. He's on call, that's the word. So he's on call for Saturday. If he's not getting called, we will play Saturday. If he's getting called, we will have to play Sunday evening, which I don't want to do. And okay, I think TaToH dropped. Nicov dropped, I believe. No sound. Okay. Yeah. So now getting out of this again. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you can also ask some more questions. Could you scientifically explain the magic? Scientifically? Not really. Okay, so Nicov is restarting his computer. Oh, for once I remember to watch on the English day. Welcome. But when on Saturday you will know, I asked him. He wants to play, like, I really don't want to play Sunday, but maybe it's for the best. What is love? I don't know. That's a very complex question, my man. Most important thing is that, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Well, that's just my opinion. What is real friendship? Oh boy. Now we're getting into the intense stuff, right? I think there are different forms of real friendship. I think selflessness has to be a part of it. Why is Roomstock called Roomstock? Did I mistype something? Nearly therapist session with MBL at NAC. That was a beautiful one, right? Actually, I will donate something to OBS. It's like ridiculous that this program is for free. It's so good and I'm making a living out of it. They deserve something back. But actually on Reddit there was a thread once, like, what program is for free and you can't believe it or something. And I think OBS was like voted very highly there. Real friendship is when you can say anything to this person without being worried. Well, I have some deaf friends. I'm not worried saying anything. And they aren't my best friends. Real friend is the one you can have sex with and still do everything else with normally? Probably. Real friendship. Is adding a 2-man spec delay when asked. Oh god. That I would have loved to come up with that one myself. And guess who's here?
Kartoffeln sind besser.
Manu, don't lie to us. Rice is better than Kartoffeln. You are a Kartoffel. Okay, let's jump into game number 4. Try number 3. Nicov against TaToH. I even forget he was playing. And we are looking into a Frank's boy here. TaToH with the 5 stable opening, 4 barracks. Nicov, he did open 7 stables. This time it's only 5 stables. Houses blocking his gold. Adds 3 barracks behind this. TaToH houses in the back there. And let's take a look. Lightcav, can he get a kill? Looks like yes, he will. So that's 1. No! TaToH's fighting back and gets the defense there. On the other side, we have Nicov. What? Nicov. Nicov lost the unit. Yeah. Nicov lost the villager over here. And Lightcav in exchange. While TaToH made her survive with the 5 HP there. Fighting back. And let's take a look. Now the first paladin raids are coming in. It's really tricky to keep your villagers alive. As you can see, 1 down here, 2 down. Some more jumping into TCs. That's 3 down. Now 2 down at the other side, trying to get some more castles up. Nicov will have some troubles getting onto his main gold spot. Uh-oh, some villagers could die here as well. Tricky spot for sure. Oh god, this like I will write a calendar, like all those motivational speech things, like, oh, if you want to love someone, you have to love yourself first, and then like in March suddenly someone is turning around a page and it says, real friendship is when they accept 2-man spec delay without complaining. And the 80-year-old nanny just wanted to hear motivational stuff and wanted to look at pretty pictures of flowers. We'll be like, what is this? Uh-oh, this could be a good raid as well. Oh, but save those 3 villagers. 1 at the top will die though, or will he? Jumps into the castle? No, he won't. So 8 down for TaToH, 5 down for Nicov. Military numbers way better for Nicov again. Just keeps this stuff rolling. TaToH not really producing out of his stables. Barracks working. Okay, so only 2 paladins queued up here. TaToH is keeping 5.4k gold still in the bank. That's surprising to me. Might lose some of the big fights here in the center. Nicov getting up to reasonable numbers again. TaToH can't take this fight. Uh-oh. No runs at the top. That's too many paladins to stop that raid. That means TaToH will just lose the fight in the center. X-Men from behind are doing a beautiful job. All the Harbidiers are getting slaughtered here. What a beautiful move by Nicov, pulling those paladins away. KD again, 2-1, and well, he is not done yet. Pop 170 to 70. What is this? Who is this Nicov guy? Where is he coming from? Where is he going? And well, TaToH now feels like, okay, maybe Paladin is a good unit. Let's queue up another 41. And, well, or another 40. Nicov snacks another villager, gets out of there. Whew. And that's going to be a big hill in the center of the map. And 1 extra gold here. Where's the other extra gold? I'm a bit surprised. Where's the other extra gold? That's 4. Main gold spot still not taken at all. I said it earlier on. Nicov is not going for his main gold spot. This is so weird. That's one of the extra golds. Okay, okay. And the other one is here. Okay, TaToH did recover. Did TaToH beat Nicov on who's number 2? Who's number 2 was without Nicov? It's MBL, Liri, Yo, and TaToH. He beat him in battle for number 15, maybe. What are better with this helps? X-Men or Champion? It's not even close. X-Men are so much better. Simply the fact that all of them can properly attack. Oh, Paladin's now coming from behind. Nicov needs to go back here. Could be caught off guard. That's a lot of siege unprotected behind us as well. TaToH gets a nice surround. X-Men are jumping into the castle and going out on the other side. Nicov is playing ridiculous in those games. Oh man, so many moves that I have never seen from him before. And what a lovely, lovely play. And TaToH's losing so many Paladins here. Yeah, he snagged a lot of the siege, but Nicov still active. And what a beautiful game by him. Rally count 1-1. We are running for that one at the right hand side. The other 2 relics in the hand of somewhere. And oh boy! Let's take a look. Maybe the market. What is this? Nicov! Trying to block the gold here. What's happening? Oh, the full disrespect. Leading 2-1 in the series and now deciding, okay, let's trade card rush you. Maybe a bit too many X-Men now from Nicov. Could be somewhat vulnerable against onagers potentially, but not really. Still 140 army to 90. Could be winning, or should be a winning fight for Nicov if he moves forward. 3 bombard cannons for him, 1 trap behind. Uh-oh. TaToH, is he trying to run around? No. Also would get completely shut down there. Paladin numbers better for Nicov as well. Now the bombard cannons and traps taking the hill advantage here. TaToH with the dance, 4 against 4 bombard cannons. Both completely dodging. And the X-Men now sent to the left hand side. Trying to get some snipes done. Not really happening though. Paladin numbers of TaToH dropping quite heavily. Just look at how limited he is on the minimap there. Castle is going down, trap from the hill as well. Some bombard cannons are shooting from the hill as well. Maybe even all 4 of them. Now at the left hand side, bombard cannon need to fall back here. Castle is falling. Let's take a look. What can the Paladins get done? 1 bombard cannon down, 2 bombard cannons down, and the other ones trying to get focused down. Not really happening. X-Men dodging the SO shot, the O shots there as well. Meanwhile, some attack through the center, but not the biggest amount of protection. I think the army should be lost. TaToH with another castle at the top. Tries to hold this one. Paladins now coming around. Castle will fall, but traps are going down as well. And, well, Nicov just needs to get some more stone and then can just build another castle there. That was kind of costly, for sure. Okay, now finally going on to the gold. Massive amount of castles here. 8 to 6 at the moment, but Franks won most of the time. A lot of castles. Simply because they're too cheap. And X-Men are pretty nice. Uh-oh! Those X-Men have a weird pathing. Running on the castle as well. And, well, some will make it to their friends, but a lot of them will lose their lives. Meanwhile, big go here at the left-hand side. Where's he going to attack? Oh, that could be pretty nice. 2 monks behind there for TaToH. Beautiful move. If he just sees like 5 paladins raiding, can just convert to and should have the easy defense. Gets the TC, runs out of there. Wood and food. Sold a bit. Stone untouched for now. Siege Workshop dies. Gold not taken. That gold is blocked here though by Nicov. Oh, so many bombard cannons. Honestly, that's even too many. And I'm a big bombard cannon fan. But 10 bombard cannons are too many. But you can just get in there, snipe a TC, and get out of there again. But that's so many paladins and X-Men to protect as well. 114 army. What's the army value? Look at that. Double the army value here. That's just sick. TaToH now tries to take the hill, but honestly, he should just get smashed here. That army is so much weaker. Yeah, he needs to retreat. Oh, ground attack against the Onager there. Oh, Onager gets one volley off. Bombard cannons should maybe spread around a bit more. That fight should be slightly in favor of Nicov if I judge that correctly. Traps won't help, but oh yeah, with that army at the top, that should be better for TaToH in my opinion. But this is the more important fight probably. Still the double castle defense, more villagers being sent on the gold there. Should get sniped though, and well, bombard cannons are going back. Some scorpions mixed in here by Nicov. Not 100% sure if that was intentional. Now some Harbidiers as well. Bombard cannons are getting sniped. TaToH, is he going for the move in against the bombard cannons? Looks like it. And, well, I think this won't be enough. TaToH, I think he will lose quite a bit. Bombard cannon numbers are dwindling. Going down to 8, though. And getting good connection against all the trap. All the paladins did fall there. And X-Men are going down. Another raid here at the gold. And Nicov is really going for it. Wow, what a strong performance here. And someone who most of us would not have had on their list going that super far in the tournament. And, well, he plays this just incredible. I'm so impressed to see that amazing play. And people were complaining, ooh, Viper against Jordan and then Viper against TaToH. But, guys, he might have a secret against AM. Quarterfinal there, because TaToH has to resign this one and is now down 3-1. Impressive play by Nicov for sure. Clumped up here, and that's such a weird control of his gold, but nice early farms. Mass amount of paladins, took good fights against TaToH there, and well, nothing more to do than clap and be impressed here. Nicov, strong performance again. But, guys, there are some TaToH fans in the chat. And you know what the way is to give some power to TaToH. Spam those Doritos. Maybe after every single game here, Nearly Energy and Dorito indeed are the only options to help him out from the long distance. Ooh. Next up is Sandmaze Mongols War, Ghost Lake Magia War, and Dunes Mayans War. All have to go in favor for TaToH. Otherwise, Nicov against Viper will be our quarterfinal at the very top. What do we spam for Nicov? Nicov Kappa, maybe. They're into game number 2 as well. And also, like, the loser of game 2, which we are looking at too, will play Jordan. So it might be TaToH against Jordan in the loser bracket there as well. That would be weird. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Prismata. 24-hour timeout, sick. Whew. Okay. Sand Maze, Mongol Spore. I don't want to spoil too much. I can say that I trained it with TaToH as well. Let's take a look what he brings to the table. Smartest beam still going strong. Not strong, but still going. Okay, here we go. I will change the colors and we are jumping into it. Sand Maze. Pretty big pond for Sand Maze for sure. And right hand side TaToH going for the 5 stable opening. On the other side 4 stable opening and an early castle here by Nicov. Interesting play. First villager kill might be happening here. Indeed, Nicov loses a villager. On the other side, 1 kill as well. So 1-1 there. No one really going for water yet. 2 castles, very clumped up here. 3rd castle in the back. Nicov only building 1 house. Might be housed here, honestly. 16-25, that villager at the front is getting attacked. Let's take a look. Will she survive? No, she won't. So Nicov is not building a single house at the moment. Okay, now he's building 2 at the side there. But that's a bit late. And as you can see, he will be housed. No more production from him. TaToH should probably pull ahead there. Yeah, he will have later castles, but more map control, more camels, more presence on the map for sure. Nicov now sneaks 1 villager out, but TaToH is aware of that and will stop the villager. Uh-oh, but Nicov returning the favor and will get the kill against the dock villager of TaToH as well. Now the first siege workshops here. Okay, next try here with all the villagers in TaToH. Why is he only having pop 40 here? Did he not use his... Look at that! 2 stables idle. And the other not really producing either. Ay. TaToH pop 6 pop behind. What is happening here? Docks will be up a bit earlier from Nicov. Now goes for heavy demos. Could be pretty good in the fights against the camels. Let's take a look. TaToH trying to protect extra gold and relics. Relic position way better for Nicov, as we can see. 2 on his land, or actually 3 on his land, 1 in the sand area and 1 on TaToH's side. Okay, demos not connecting here. Uh-oh, demos. Well, I think they won't do too much. TaToH's just falling back into this castle, and well, camels just dying under castle fire here, especially Mongols, camels, so that's not the scariest thing ever. TaToH will just camp it out there, but he is behind by 40 population again. Now goes for hussars only. Completely ignores camel numbers. Goes around a bit more. Won't have any water presence. Oi. I like the position of Nicov again. Nicov will lose some of his mango dice here, and if I say some of his mango dice, I mean every single mango die will die here. Oh god, that was a horrible move by him. What was he thinking? Where did he click there? Oh man, and well, that was a solid 15 mango dice wasted. Hussars will clear it up in the back, and now mango die count 31-23. TaToH in the lead there. That's a good way to throw a game. Ay. SO won't connect here. Oh, but maybe at the top. TaToH could have some losses there. Some SO connection. Nicov goes for the splits. Goes back. Monk shouldn't really do too much. Let's take a look. Villagers dying at the top. Castle won't go up. Galleons dealing some damage from distance. Oh god, that's a lot of heavy demos behind this. I think any main ghost shouldn't really have the greatest efficiency. Picking up some of the relics. I think TaToH should go for the further away relics though. Trying to snipe those might be the better option. Demo connections now at the front and good ones. TaToH though with the lead here and ignoring water for now. Or not ignoring water, but at least not going for water himself. 2 extra gold spots over at that left hand side. Nicov now slowly going for it as well. Camels against Mango Dice. I wouldn't even know who wins this one. Seems like Mango Dice. Oh god, it's not even close. TaToH? He doesn't even kill a single Mango Die. Okay, I have no idea how this game works. Sorry, guys. Okay, no water here. Nicov, not enough gold to go for more demos. Castle goes up. 50 more population for our Spaniard. Snipes all the SO. Beautiful move here. And, well, Ram's still active over at that side as well. I'm not at home, guys. Don't get fooled. Whoever rang at my door. Psh, guys. No, I'm not here. Maybe I should turn down the in-game volume as well. Okay, now the raid here at the left-hand side. With some Hussars and Mango Dice. Let's take a look. SO connection. Somewhat solid. And we'll check my phone. Maybe someone is messaging me that I know. Then they can call. No message on my phone. All good. We're living in 2019, right? You're not opening the door if you don't know who's ringing. Hope that they aren't running in my door in the next seconds. And then a hit squad like, you were streaming a tournament without delay! And smashing in my door. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, what did I miss, guys? 2 relics for Nicov. TaToH is sitting at only 1. Might have picked up more, though. The AoE police, indeed. TaToH with a big army here, but no siege at all at that side. So yeah, he will get some snacks, and that's it. Nicov now sending all his Mango Dice over to the other side. TaToH needs to retreat there. That's an interesting move. Trying to intercept some stuff there, or what's happening. TaToH announced some water and he's going for the demos now. Let's take a look. Is that spotted? No, he doesn't see the dogs. Okay. Let's see. Demo connections not really happening so far. We're in the point of view of Nicov at the moment. Doesn't know about the extra dogs behind this. Oh, those were solid connections. Another demo at the top. Oh, not really happening. Nicov wants to stay in there and fight. This is so dangerous in my opinion. Demo, oh god, gets another connection. Now very clumped up here at the top. And let's take a look. Demo at the... Oh, you need maybe even some rams at the front. And only then the demos are a bit more efficient. But Mango Dice are sniping those quite nicely. Or maybe some go here. Castle is helping out a bit, but just sniping those traps. Nice move by Nicov and gets out of there. Oh, but another go at the top. Something I didn't see, and Nicov underreacted to that as well. Did send some villagers into the castle. Good luck with getting those rams down then, and those villagers are pretty much exposed. Mango Dice could maybe go in for... well, the raid, and more Hassas are coming over, and those rams, they can maybe just kill the next castle. Both players with a lot of stones still left, and villagers blocking the way to the castle quite nicely. Rams are losing a lot of their HP, might actually be stopped here. One ram down, might lose all the rams. Let's take a look. Villagers are going down now. The castle is focusing on the second ram. Ram goes down, or rams are losing some more HP, trying to hold this one off. Nicov is back with all his Mango Dice. Villagers are dropping quite heavily here. Ram number 3 is getting the connection, 1.2k HP, and Nicov is holding this. Good job there for sure. TaToH very active with all his raids over and over again. Castle count 9-7 though. So solid advantage by TaToH in that regard, and just feels like with the initiative that he has at the moment, it's likely that he will get some more castle snipes after this. Ooh, his O shot's pretty solid. Trap won't even go down, and Nicov, oh god, that was a lot of Mango Dice lost for him. Get the castle there. Let's take a look. Some demos here, some fast fire ships, but that's it. TaToH with another ram go at the top, but there's only 3 rams at the moment. Hassas now going down. What is the trap doing? Does TaToH not know about that right hand side castle? He does. Interesting that he still goes somewhere else with his trap. And that's a nice clear up here by Nicov for sure. Mango Dice are running away. Those rams doing some damage, but should not get the castle. Maybe down to 2k HP or something. Some more hits, but that should be it. And, well, survived till 1800. Now the repair should get the castle back in shape pretty soon. Demos not connecting. Obviously, they aren't as pretty with all the trees blocking that area as well. Zero gold against 5k gold by TaToH. That's pretty sick as well. Now 7-7 castles. Demo connections behind this. Not really happening. Demos not really knowing what to do with their lives there. It is simply because TaToH is getting both of the extra gold spots. That's a solid 4.8k gold for him. And relics, one more for him as well. Those rams are being stopped. I think the castle will survive this. Goes down to 1k HP. Only one more ram left. Hassa should probably deal with this one. And 800 HP and survives. Nicov is out of this one. Sees, okay, relics are getting taken away from me as well. 3 against no relics. Didn't have any more gold income. And what a strong performance by TaToH. So active around with the map. Mango Dice and Hassas running around everywhere. That was pretty damn beautiful for sure. And, well, what can I say? Just so active. Ram goes everywhere. And Nicov, maybe a bit too few SO to stop those patrol-ins, if you ask me. You need to have like 2 SO here, 2 SO behind the castle, and then a ram go won't do as much, but easier said than done. And, well, it worked good for game number 1 with the Nearly Energy and Doritos. Maybe you go for it a second time. to give TaToH the energy. Will be Ghost Lake Magia War after this. Nice game by TaToH. I agree. Okay, I will go take a quick piss and message the likeliest guy who just stopped by. Just came back from holidays. If you explain the tournament in detail, I'll sub. I will give you exclamation mark DM World Cup 2. And if you have specific questions over that, you can ask them and I will answer them as good as I can. Welcome back. Nearly sellout, what? Okay, I'm in perfect time. And yeah, they just started and jumped into this one, so I can explain a bit later. I can see some Nilly energy and some Doritos, but I think those weren't enough to give TaToH the energy. This should be the 4-2 here for Nicov. We are jumping into the action. I will quickly change the colors and we will see what they have in store for us. So 4 stable, 5 barracks, 6 archery ranges opening here for TaToH. On the end, he's trying to fight with the villager and is winning this one. That is pretty damn nice by him. On the other side, Nicov 4 stables and 3 barracks only, so not a lot of buildings set up so far. Now 2 archery ranges, 13 out of 25. TaToH is not building any houses. Uh-oh, tricky stuff for him, and well, maybe those Doritos and Nilly energy are a bit better now. Hero villager indeed. Tries to save her, jumping back into the TC. Uh-oh, exposed villagers here by Nicov for sure. Market down the back by Nicov as well. Obviously, Magias without guilds. Big difference to Huns. Although, otherwise the composition looks pretty similar. CA, Halberdier, Paladin. Why does the stream miss the very start? I want to see how the villagers are dying and what they're doing. Well, that's the problem with capture rate. Not much we can do. If I wasn't using capture rate, we could jump into it a bit earlier. I can only jump into it like at minute 20 seconds or something. Maybe in the future. Obviously DM is... yeah, not that great for that case. Oh, vegan mayonnaise. Feels like that was enough of an explanation. Good guy reading up on his own. Okay, so TaToH is now at pop 95 housed. Nicov at 115 housed. Uh-oh, that will be a nice raid here. That's at least 4 or 5 dead villagers. And, well, TaToH cannot really punish the center because Nicov is sitting on a nice hill. Let's take a look. Will we fight for this one? Might be better for TaToH. He's now sending back some army, though. And that was only 2 villagers dead. Didn't go for it deeper, and Nicov is sitting on the hill in the center. Sounds like a lot of fun for the next month. Actually, the tournament only takes 3 more weeks, I believe. Yeah. But, yeah, I hope so. Think we have potential for epic matchups. And, yeah, the lineup is just sick. More villager snipes here. TaToH already 7 villagers down. Make that 8. Make that 9. Make that 10. Make that 10, I said. Make that 10, I said. Make that 11, I said. Oh boy. 11 kills. That means TaToH is down to 8 villagers. Nicov sitting at 18. And Nicov is still holding that hill. I told you, not enough Nili energies and Doritos in the chat, guys. It is your mistake. And Nicov, well, he's too good to fight that small amount of Doritos. Now gets another raid in here. We'll stop that action at the top and still keeps the hill. Would love to see 1-2 castles on that hill. Maybe some Onager switch as well. Although Onager's obviously not the greatest unit against 8 range CA there. No trap at the top. Nicov splitting around. Even wants to do some more damage. Wants to intercept all those paladins. That raid could be quite efficient for him as well. Let's take a look how much damage he can do. That Woodline is blocking it off as well. Still trying to chase down the paladins at the front. And that's a massive army as well. Both players with massive armies, as you can see. Both with over 170. Those paladins, are they taking the engagement? Looks like yes, they are. Maybe some paladins with it would have been a bit better for Nicov. Now he even needs to run. That's never a good sign if you wanted to go for the trap and then you're the one running. And, well, TaToH, Kansas City shuffled him out of it and now might even take the hill here. A bit more Harpody production for him. On the other side, Nicov is going for Magia, Hussar and Heavy CA. Oh, interesting moves. So 2 different approaches at the moment. More paladins are falling. Won't really be the unit of the future. I hear a lot of relics being picked off. Still the hill for Nicov. Slightly better KD for him. At the moment, more relics being picked. I think TaToH will get 3. And Nicov should get 1 or 2. We'll see about that. Non-mirror maps would be too unfair in DM, yes. That's why we have mirror matches only. Okay, now Magia Hussar raid at the top. Oh god, guys, this could be a long one. Ghost Lake tend to go pretty long, since you cannot build too much production in front of your opponent. Cannot really get onto too many hills in between of you. But actually, Nicov could, and Nicov has 2.1k stone. Why is he not castling up that hill? A bit surprising to me. CA count 90 to 50 at the moment. Nicov could go for so much more, and he can easily win this fight. TaToH needs to retreat. Boaster with heavy military counts and, well, trying to get higher on their villager numbers. Now another go through the center. TaToH without any siege though. Uses a lot of his halberdiers to take a favorable fight. And TaToH will take that hill. Uh-oh, this looks better for TaToH. All of a sudden, because that hill is so crucial, I'm a bit surprised that Nicov never took it yet so much time. But already has 2 traps prepared to take this one. Oh, and Nicov is losing quite some CA in the center here. Drops down to 170, our player from originally Argentina. Now living in Italy. Extra gold over here. Where's the second extra gold? Oh, that one at the side. Already secured for Nicov. TaToH sitting on that hill. Trap number 1 is down. Trap number 2 and 3. Now raining down in the back there. And that is one of the big problems why we have seen so long Magia wars. Maybe not in this tournament, but in some practice games. Magia Hussars just so good in sniping siege, allowing fortifications to be defended so easily. And therefore, if the traps are dying and Nicov is going too far back there as well, meaning that the castle should be held on it just now for TaToH as well. Both players completely producing only in there. As you can see, yeah, 3 Magia Hussars not really knowing what to do with their lives, but nowhere else we can see some fights. Onager connection number 1, pretty solid. Onager connection number 2 won't happen. Nice snipe by Nicov behind this. 3 traps still doing work on that castle, and the castle is falling now. TaToH goes for another castle there. That is quite ballsy. Won't be in range of the other traps though. Both players completely spamming everything in there. At the limit with wood and food is TaToH. Only has some gold left. Goes for more onagers. Some villagers behind us. And that was a big problem, guys. Because both players were sitting on 170 army for so long. Villager production was just slow. Even if you queue up 50-60 villagers, you aren't getting those out. Another onager snipe. Beautiful move by Nicov. Stays so active. But doesn't really have the biggest buffer in front of his CA. And, well, trap count down to 1 now. Relic count 4-1 for TaToH, and he's controlling one of Nico's gold spots. Both players now dropping quite some population. Villager count 110 to 70, looking better for TaToH. He might be coming back into this one. What a tough game here for both players. Traps are moving forward. Another castle for Nicov behind this, and it's ridiculous how TaToH is holding this hill. What a fight indeed. Let's take a look. Ecos behind this. 37 farmers against 31. TaToH more on wood and some more on gold. Those spots not taken by either player at the moment. Nico behind this. Not too well protected, but not getting attacked at the moment. Nicov very clumped up here in the back. Not going for that stone at the moment. But well, it's all about this fight over here. They are switching away from the onager option. Trap number 1 is down, and the castle falls again, but now paladins to the front. And honestly, those paladins aren't better, or aren't much better than Magia Hussars there in sniping traps. So I think I don't like that addition from TaToH. Onager connections, not the greatest ever. Now some repair behind this. Some more snipes for at the traps there at the top. Both players keeping their CA numbers high. Nicov at 50, TaToH at 34 only, and not producing more. Nicov would win a straight up fight, but both players kind of sitting on their hills, and that's why we see the move in, move out, move in, move out shenanigans here. Oh, another onager sniped. More onagers in the back. Nicov at 160. Not expanding. No one is going for the top. When do we ever see not any fight on one side on Ghost Lake? Nicov, though, he does not have his gold. That means he will run out of gold at some point. Let's take a look. TaToH with way more gold income at the moment. Where is he getting gold? Not here. Now goes some. Okay, some fights here. TaToH wanted to be ballsy with that castle. Deletes it. But this is the main fight, the important one. Some ramps now in the center. Should easily die against the Magia Hussars, though. And it's also not siege ramps. Nicov. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How much gold income does he have? 190. Still has some over here, and that's it. TaToH, meanwhile, still getting gold there. Could get some gold here. And is now expanding towards the right-hand side with a castle that I believe Was placed a bit too aggressively. On the shot won't really happen. No more traps. More Maggie Hussers, but TaToH is sitting at pop 200 and still has that hill. Nicov at 160. Some more villagers. TaToH not happy with 130 at the moment. Wants to go on to higher numbers. Now the move in here. Maggie Hussers. TaToH is trying to go for some snipes. And Nicov, is he making the big go? It looks like he wants to make something happen. But Maggie Hussers not really closing down the distance. They jump back and forth. Losing 5 Maggie Hussers without really attacking. And that's a horrible fight for Nicov, I think. Honestly, that... I don't want to call it the GG fight, but... that was a solid 1,000 food wasted there without doing too much, and well, that's not really the step he wants to go for if he wants to allow himself comeback chances in this one. Now goes for a castle there, and another one in kind of no man's land. A bit surprising to me for sure. Monte being annoying there. Onagers now moving forward, or are they trying to snipe those with the Maggie Hussar? Won't really happen. And TaToH, he's going for the extra gold now. Maybe some more traps might be an option. Goes for another castle at that hill. Well, no traps in production for Nicov. Only has one single relic. As you can see, there's no real gold income at the moment. And TaToH, he still has some. Ah, yeah. What did I just see? 63 farmers against 51 for Nicov. Another raid here at the side, sniping those traps. What a beautiful move. Sorry for missing that. We did try to get some... quick walls against that, but didn't really happen. TaToH tries to expand here, still has massive amount of wood, so we don't need to care about that. Maybe the bottom will be important when it comes to wood control in the long run, but well, TaToH is just sitting this out. Way more Maggie Hussars for him in production. Now suicide some of his heavy CAs. I don't think he can do too much, honestly. Castle setup way too good. Oh, TaToH goes for a defensive castle there. Why is he contesting that area? I don't really understand that. Is it that important? Isn't that hill way more important? Oh god, losing all the onagers there. Oh, simply because he was sending away all the heavy CA. Still getting the raid in the back. Oh, what weird moves by TaToH at the moment. Kind of a shaky minutes by him. We'll get the castle though. And therefore a lot of control on that area. We could go for the traps again here, but with what gold income? It's mainly Maggie Hussar production for Nicov at the moment. Yeah, it's an incredible trash unit, but it is a trash unit. Oh, the trap will go down. TaToH only repairing with 2 villagers there, meaning that 1 trap should probably get it. Although I think the trap is shooting uphill there. Uh-oh, heavy CA out of position. What is TaToH doing? Needs to go back. Just is investing so much army here at the side, and now he's getting pushed away from that hill. Such weird moves here. It feels like this is the game deciding hill, and TaToH is giving this one up as well. And well, Nicov with another move in, and has to be happy with this. Now is reclaiming the gold. What was TaToH thinking? Yeah, he was thinking, okay, I can get a lot of kills over there. And now Magia Hussars can easily snipe those 2 traps. Only food lost for Nicov there. TaToH even goes back. Doesn't want to lose his heavy CAs. And, well, that's a lot of Magia Hussars still alive. Whew. And Nicov now on that gold gets the hill. TaToH, what a mistake by him. Now another snipe of that trap. As I said, it's really tricky to protect those traps, especially if we don't go for any halberdiers. I'd love to see players mixing in like 10 halberdiers or something. TaToH, 70 Magia Hussars in the queue though. Against, well, 5 halberdiers of Nicov at the moment. So if we just trade off armies, it should be better for TaToH, even quite significantly. Let's take a look. 80 military for him. How can he play this one off? We're just dying at that gold. TaToH still with 4. Relics against only 1. But of course, players can just go for massive amount of Magia Hussar. What does it really matter? Nicov selling some food and wood, trying to afford another trap. And now has the nice hill control here. TaToH running out of stone, although he has enough gold to buy it. And seems like Magia Hussars here at the top are getting stopped by the halberdiers as well. This looks like a solid defense by Nicov, but now Magia Hussars are splitting in and the castle is not being saved. Oh no, TaToH's losing that one. Nikov's playing it a bit better at the moment. But when will he run out of wood? Okay, he still has stuff left. It's not too soon. Halberdiers behind this. Magia Hussars trading off at the front. Heavy CA numbers a bit better for TaToH. Should get more damage done. And those Halberdiers, yeah, they're okay against the Magia Hussars, but once the mid shield is done, they won't do too much anymore either. TaToH now going mainly for rams, meaning Magia Hussars have some value again, or it increases the value of the Magia Hussars of Nicov again. That's a random farm. At the spot where we had the TC earlier. Nicov 180. Let's take a look. Farm count 58 to 55. Some more lumberjacks for TaToH. Those players, there's some villagers on gold. Seems like it's not the most important thing in the world. What size of monitor expert players use to play AoE? Most players play on a 24-inch with 1080p resolution. It's kind of the standard, yeah. Oh, Halberdiers were on stand ground next to it. Uh-oh. TaToH not taking the best fight here, not taking the best fight twice in a row. Nicov getting some kills done. Nicov is playing this really well, although he is not pop limit, but he is getting the resources on the map. Keeps his military numbers alive. Oof. One more buffer in front of Nikov's army now. Magia Hussars produced from everywhere around the map, just to that front area. Halberdiers now added by TaToH as well. Goes for some more rams, now adds some more traps. Onagers added as well. It feels so weird, right? The onagers, the rams, so good against the mass heavy CA, but so bad against the Magia Hussars. So they are just dying so quickly there. And as you can see, that go won't even get to the castle here most likely. Just ridiculous how good Magia Hussars are against those rams. Oh man, and all siege. Ah. TaToH banking up a lot of wood. Is that maybe the winning condition? So weird that we didn't see like 1 or 2 traps produced again. He can easily wall those in. 1 trap here, 4 houses around, and he should be fine. Basically impossible for TaToH to react in time. Like get a proper defense against that, I mean. Okay, now 2 traps in the back. Market price for wood at the bottom. Food actually could be sold for more than the bottom. Stone, slightly sold. No onager connection here. TaToH's going for some more halberdiers. Ah, now it feels like TaToH's pushing again. Has the 10 more villagers. Got so many more resources. Just stayed very active there for such a long time. Lots of mills. But a lot of like 2nd and 3rd row farms by Nicov. Look at those. Those are so bad in DM as well. Has some idols. Meanwhile, TaToH. Not the prettiest farms either, but I would say a bit more efficient for sure. Jitba was a master. Every single farm was perfectly placed there. So good, and I think that was one of the reasons why he was so successful. Just increases your efficiency. At what time do relics start to matter? Well, latest when the normal golds run out, which they did. And actually earlier. Obviously depends a bit on the map. We obviously have graveyards as one of the maps as well, where we have 11 relics. So then it's a bit more in the effect, or a bit earlier. Megasa's now going for the onagers again. And yeah, just sniping those down so nicely. So, well, as you can see, at the moment the income is 120 gold to 30 gold. That's why you can see some heavy CA for TaToH, no heavy CA for Nicov, and he's getting pushed back. Onager shot, number 1, solid connection. And TaToH can afford some traps. That's just massive. Are Mega Hustlers sexy? I think they're a pretty sexy unit, yeah. Uh-oh, raid now through the center here. Goes for the monasteries here. Not really, just close to it. But won't really get too much done. Runs into the castles here as well. Maybe 1 or 2 survive, but shouldn't really get too much done. The big push through the center is the most important thing. Nicov struggling to stay pop limit. Massive amount of Mega CA or Mega Hussars. Now trying to get the kill against the trap. Not getting the kill against the trap at the top, but the one at the bottom. Onagers now moving forward. Let's take a look. Gets a solid volley off and is going back. Another volley, and TaToH, he knows. Okay, every heavy CA I kill now will be really tricky to rebuild for my opponent. Raid is still active. Halberdiers are here to clear this one up. That raid was completely stopped, and whew, what an intense game for sure. Devil's amount of viewers, 666 at the moment. For a 666 game. Need to retreat, needs to take the hill again. Or does he not want to take the hill? He's protecting the traps here. Obviously killing castles is so sweet now as well. Most of the time it is, yeah, it's sweeter than normal, I would say. Like in Hunts War, you're basically killing the castle. And here you're killing the castle plus the production. Oh, nice quick wall by TaToH. Needs to prepare bows, but can't do that, yeah. Oh, and Mega Husser will get the kill, but Nicov will lose a lot of his Mega Hussers there as well. At least, oh, actually, how many did die there? 5, 6? That was it. That was it. And more Halberdiers moving forward. We have some weird waypoints. Ah, okay. Now we know why. Because Nicov was setting up an attack at the other side. Whoa, the intensity, guys. A bit more heavy CA for Nicov. Way more Magia Hunters for him. Less Halberdiers. Even amount of villagers. That was cleared up. TaToH might lose that castle. Mega Hunters spread to the top. Halberdiers patrolling around this. I think you need to wall your traps more. And look at that! Nicov going for the quick house there. And well, Halberdiers got a bit debated there at the top. Mega Hunters, can they get the kill? Attacking one trap, attacking two traps. And castle went down before that though. And TaToH wanted to go in, but saw, okay, that's not going to happen. Now he could make the go. All the Mega Hunters are going to the top. What? How did that trap die? I didn't see a unit around that. Well, weird. And TaToH, he sees Mega Hunters at the top, meaning he should maybe make the big go through the center, but no! He says, okay, then you cannot take my hill, and is spreading around. Uh-oh, this is tricky. That will be some dead villagers. TaToH will snipe like some stuff. Goes for another castle. Both players with 5 castles now. Crucial for the Mega Hunter production. Both players pop limit, trap sniped, and the go back again. Oh, next castle up here again for TaToH. He knows he's sitting at 4 relics. Has some Halberdiers in the back, is stopping that raid now. Another raid of 3 Mega Hunters coming in, easily stopped there as well. Has that hill control now. And the Halberdiers and Mega Hunters for TaToH on the queue. Nicov goes only for Mega Hunters. Both around 100 villagers at the moment. Game, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Has to be an exhausting series, but obviously no one wants to drop into the loser bracket there. Let's take a look. Oh god, the patrol goes into it. TaToH will lose some of his CAs quite easily and needs to try and climb the hill again there. Another good engagement for Nicov, but pop 160, and oh, for the first time we see the counter raid here, and well, should be stopped, but well, some villagers are going to go down for sure, and well, some Halberdiers are waiting for those Mega Hunters to probably achieve very little. Let's take a look. Maybe right clicks the monasteries. No, wants to go for the villagers for now, but Halberdiers should be clearing this up. Let's take a look. Well, we still have them taking some houses. Halberdiers patrolling a bit to the right hand side. It's funny how TaToH always is banking resources, has full queues and pop limit. Nicov fighting to stay pop limit, but can hold for so long and so well, but losing some ground. Relic is behind there. Halberdiers taking a good fight. Heavy CA trying to surround that trap. Could maybe even go for the box formation. Uh-oh, that's a strong army from Nicov. I think he should smash this one. Let's take a look. Halberdiers at the front trying to take the fight. That's why Nicov is going back. Damage output should be better for Nicov if we fight with the castles in the back. Let's take a look. TaToH's trying to protect that trap. He's doing an okay-ish job. Mega Hunter. Oh, look at how beautifully TaToH is surrounding his trap. But one Mega Hunter did get in there and is still getting sniped. But Nicov dropping down to pop 150. Another raid through the center. TaToH would really love to have one defensive castle there. Could have helped him out so much. But well, Halberdier defense is kind of okay for him as well. Nicov, no more wood, no more food. Where is he has enough wood control. But now 25 idle villagers. His macro slipping up a bit. What's Nicov gold income? 30 per minute. Having 1 relic. Another trap sniped, another 2 trap sniped. This has been so frustrating for TaToH as well. I want to see a killed trap count. Oh man. And another raid. TaToH drops down to 75 villagers, goes for some more production. Do we have a big fight here? It's more army for TaToH. 77 to 85, so it's actually less. TaToH has to have a lot of army at home somewhere or something. Oh yeah, if we see that. Lots of stuff streaming around the map. So many halberdiers at home trying to fight off some raids. But this is the main fight in the center here. It looks like... Oh, so many Magiasas not really taking part of the fight. Look at that. That was a solid 30 Magiasas not really fighting. And now the halberdiers are still alive. Yeah. It's tough to call who really won this one. I think that was better for... I think it was even, but it should have been better for TaToH. Uh-oh, Onager. That should be a kill, right? Nope. Halberdiers moving forward again. TaToH having troubles really surrounding those traps. And another raid. Oh, now with CA through the center. And how are we stopping this? Probably just Magiahasa, right? Also running into a castle. Some heavy CA are going down. I think this is suicidal by Nicov. Yeah, even if he gets 50 villagers, TaToH can replace them and Nicov can never get onto his heavy CA numbers. Ringing the bell there. Interesting move by TaToH, and now there's nothing to defend this. That looks like a very desperate move by Nicov, and you can see he's even parking them under the TC and losing all his heavy CA. Meanwhile, we have the raid in the back. Both players now dropping heavily in numbers, but Nicov dropping even faster, down to 135, now down to 3 castles. TaToH might win this one due to killing all the castles of his Magyar opponent, and then no Magiahasas. 1 relic here at the side, 1 trap only. TaToH does not want to invest into more traps because he knows, well, every time I build them, you're sniping them anyways. So makes it kind of tricky to go for higher numbers there. And well, another raid here. That was the suicide move. Nicov wanted to go for something risky, seeing, okay, I cannot stop this army. 4 against 1 relic. What a game. And that fight for the hill. Nicov, you had such a big advantage there. Oh, not going for it earlier really cost him the game, because then he can get onto his gold that we had here, and he's the one putting on the traps and putting on the pressure and can go for the raids even more often. Can maybe snipe a castle here, a castle there. Yeah. One small mistake and then TaToH did hold on to this one quite beautifully. KD very even in the end. Relics really made a big difference as well. Yes, they did, guys. And game 7 hype. We will go into Dune's Mayans War. They are already launching into this one. Spam the emotes of the guy you want to support. We are back in 2.5 minutes with game number 7, Mayans War. Who continues in the winner bracket against Viper and who drops off into the loser bracket facing Jordan? We will find out.
Zonke. Zonke.
Oh no, I still had Age of Empires open from the game before. Oh no. Oh no. And Aston, thanks for the sub, my man. We are jumping into game number 7 here, and it will be Mayans War on Dunes. And Capture Age is bugging out. Should restart Capture Age, guys. Let's go indeed. We didn't miss too much. And launching the action. Rogan. Thanks. Ostrich Wrangler 1987. Okay, what do we have? We had TaToH in the red and Nicov in the blue. So, Dunes War here. What do we have? We have the 5 barracks opening with behind this 4 castles. The lag will change pretty quickly. TaToH is going for 9 barracks and castles way later. Is now building them at the left hand side. Tries to wall this one off, and well, luckily we don't have any big advantages early on. Nicov lost 2 villagers, and now we are normally into this game. Whew. Okay, what will we see? TaToH. He is the master of plumed archers. Nicov did go for the market here and already has... How much did he sell? Oh, I don't know. But did... Yeah, pretty much. Oh, didn't sell any stone. A lot of wood and food, though. Nicov at the hill, but goes back. Feels like he doesn't have the proper numbers. Extra gold spot left hand side and right hand side, both on the side for TaToH, but tricky to control against the hill in the center. We cannot build on that sandy area here, but obviously can take better fights. Horribly unfair map? In what way? Oh, Nicov actually with a better KD so far. A bit surprising from what I can see. Goal placements, I think we will see them both very contested. It's both like always up the hill, right? So holding those will be very tricky for TaToH. Need long swords. Actually, we even have 200 swordsmen for Marians. 4 castles now for Nicov. 3 only for TaToH. A bit surprising to me to not see him going heavier on the plumed archer numbers. Now goes around with some of the eagles. Let's take a look. Maybe a raid into the gold spots might be an option. All 3 here at the left-hand side. TaToH now at 6 castles, even getting the 7th one out. Nicov not producing too much at the moment. As you can see, 25 plumed archers. And now is defending against that raid though. Let's take a look how many villagers he can save. Both players lost 2 villagers only so far in this game. Some of those eagles are caught off guard. Nicov already has 2 relics at home. We will see another one being fought for later here. Nicov 170 out of 175 at the moment. Big engagement through the center will happen. TaToH though with 30 more population. Why no rams till now? Well, the one player has 130 eagles, the other one has 50 eagles. Kind of tricky to have rams being efficient there. Nicov with a weird patrol in the back. Now some siege workshops at the front. Monastery quite far in the front as well here by Nicov. A bit surprising. Monk trying to do some healing. Raid at the left hand side stopped. TaToH with only 1 village on gold so far. And Nicov 30 military less here. Can he take this engagement? Stop the eagle production. Still has 2.5k gold in the bank. That could have been 50 more eagles. Uh-oh, it seems like TaToH might just steamroll Nicov here, although Nicov got the market. That's a poor play by him. Not really getting the production out. Dropping down to pop 166. Now the traps in the back are doing some work here. Nicov 30 less military, some eagles coming from the side. Are they going for the gold spot? Well, some split off to kill the onager, some split off to raid the gold here. What a nice decision by him. And Nicov, he's running out of buffer. Simply not enough eagles in front. The trap here getting attacked by the eagle as well. This could be a very short game after such a hard fought games before. TaToH might just run over him, and Nicov, although he has the market, simply not producing enough eagles. Now he queues the eagles up after he sees, okay, I'm just getting completely steamrolled at the front. But that might be a little too late. Okay, gold is safe now. Now the ram go at the side. TaToH, he could be that sneaky and just prepare some monks. Not going to happen. More barracks here from Nicov. And Nicov is GGing this one. 13-minute game. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, okay, he got the market first. Okay. Oh, I just saw your market. Whew. Okay. So TaToH with the way more eagles due to having the market, and well, then finishing this one out. Sadly, capture age dropped there, and we couldn't catch the start. Oh man. Nicov resigning with the higher score there. It couldn't really get onto gold. Resigning actually with 3 less population and 12 less military and 1k gold in the bank. Maybe not the best resign timing, honestly. Yeah, he didn't have a good answer against all those. Huh. Rams. Would get 2 relics. TaToH at 3. But yeah, extra gold spots for TaToH for sure. This comeback deserves an interview. Nicov, he was leading 3-1, right? And TaToH now with a 4-3 comeback. Well played by TaToH for sure. And well, let's take a look at the KD from the last game. Better for Nicov there. TaToH fighting in the choke. Had way more army though with all the eagles. 3.7k more gold. And well, both with 2 relics. Just being a bit late there with the market apparently. Sorry for missing that. And TaToH will continue in the winner bracket. Nicov will have to play in the loser bracket. And I will ask TaToH for an interview. Happy smiley. And Whew. Feels Batman for Nicov. I think against most other players, he wins the series. So TaToH 1, then Nicov 3, and then TaToH 3. I'll call TaToH on Discord, and then we will hear what he has to say to us. Will you upload all games? Never saw the code playing. I would like to, though. No, his series weren't great. He just ruffle stomped over his opponents. And yeah, they are here on Twitch as well. And obviously I will upload the series when it gets more interesting. Like Code Against Roomstock will be on YouTube for sure. Any game more for DM today? I will probably play some RM after this. We will see.
Hello.
Hello! So, TaToH, congratulations. What a tough series there. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel good now that it has finished
Okay.
on a good way.
How exhausting was that for you?
Not too much, to be honest, but it was tough after being 3-1 down. So, yeah, I'm happy for sure.
Okay, like going down 3-1, how was your mindset at that moment?
Well, it was still fine because I felt like I was doing okay, but he was always having better micromanagement.
Mm-hmm.
Like my eco was still always better, but he was micro much better than me. That's why I was losing. So I decided to pay more attention to that and try to be like more patient.
Okay. What do you think, like, micro was the main reason you say? Okay, let me think about it. What do we have? We had the Aztecs War. You had a nice comeback there. And then we had the 2 home maps, right? Why did you go for Goth on Gold Rush?
Well, there was not too many options. I feel like I didn't remember all the maps, but I couldn't be Green Arabia. I would be more confident on Green Arabia with God for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, maybe I should have gone for Golden Pit in hindsight.
Okay.
But I feel like my God play is strong, so I was confident in that.
I also said, like, that on non-GA you would have won. I mean, if it was GA instead of Gold Rush, you would have won because your food eco was so much faster.
Yeah. I saw that you have double, but he had all the gold. Was a bit unlucky with the map as well because he had really good kills in front of the goals, much better than mine because my heals were a bit far from the goal, so they didn't defend too much.
Yeah, and then your both other goals were pretty open as well. Okay, Sandmaze Mongols War. He got the water, you didn't. Were you scared at all, or did you think, like, Mongols with the siege and mobility, you can still outmove him?
I don't feel like in Mongols War what is that important. I mean, it is for sure, but the Mongol, like, they have all the units they have high mobility, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you are paying attention and you don't get good demos on your army, you should be fine. Because as well, it's like population that he has on water, and they are not dealing too much damage, in my opinion. Unless, as I said, like if you get a big demo, yeah, that hurts for sure.
Yeah. Then we had the Magyar War on Ghost Lake with one huge hill in between of you. He had such a big advantage at the start, but never took that hill. How surprised were you? Like, how important was the fight for the center there?
I was surprised that he decides to go. It's not castle that kill because it was really important. I made like 3 or 4 castles there. So yeah, when I saw that he moved all the army to the left side, there was a point that he was camping there, but then he moved all the army to the left side, and he left the hill. And I decided that was my move, and I made the moves in the middle, and I took the hill. I kind of was feeling already really good there, because even if I had 4 relics as well, and my eco was going smooth, so
Yeah. Yeah, really loved like your decision making, and it's like the calm camping. How depressing was it for you that you always put like 2 more traps? He just ran in and sniped those over and over again.
yeah, those Maya hearts are super strong. I was so, oh god, and again all the time. It's really hard to boost with Magyars because it's really hard to block the whole trap. But still,
Yeah.
he did really good at sniping the traps for sure.
Got it. Okay, next series will be you against the Viper. How do you like your chances there?
Easy for me.
4-0?
No. I think it will be really hard, but I'm expecting to take at least 2 games.
Okay. Make it a good series. Again, this one was beautiful. Best of luck in the tournament, TaToH. Thank you so much for your entertainment.
Thank you, and good luck in your round as well.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.